Okay, good morning, all of you. Welcome to today's session of BTC Accumulation. This is your host Manish from India, and I'm I'm the presenter for today. We are going to now learn what is Bitcoin, what is Bitcoin halving, why it is so important, and what is the most important action that we can take today to change our future and take the maximum advantage of this wonderful event. So I hope you have invited all your friends, all your prospects, all your team members, all the people whom you want to attend this meeting and learn about Bitcoin and Bitcoin halving and learn why it is so important for BTC accumulation. So let me begin the session now. If you want to invite anyone, you can send them a reminder. So let me share the screen. Okay, so let us go to our presentation for today. That is, what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin, as we all know, Bitcoin, as we all know, is a cryptocurrency. It was the first cryptocurrency that started in the year 2009, and this was the start of a new revolution that changed the face of the financial world and gave us a very very important new digital asset and a new form of currency that is people's own currency that we now use as cryptocurrency. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is designed to act as money and a form of payment outside the control of any one person, group, or entity. So that makes it different because it is not controlled by any single person or a single authority or a government or a bank, because it is decentralized and it the need for any third party involvement in the financial transaction. So how it is secured when no one is having the full control over it? So how it is secured? It is secured by the amazing technology that we call blockchain. Blockchain is a digital database. It is a distributed ledger that is distributed among all the nodes, all the people who come in and form a nodes in a blockchain around the world. They can be thousands, they can be millions of, and together they validate and verify that every transaction so that no one can edit it, no one can manipulate it, and no one can change it. So that makes this blockchain a very very secure system to store your information, to store your to store your information and the maintain the ledger that is maintained not by one person or one authority or one bank, but it is maintained by all the people who come into blockchain. So that is why it is called peer-to-peer network. So why do we need Bitcoin? Why do we need Bitcoin? That is the most important thing that we need to understand. I hope my voice is clear, loud and clear to all of you. Let me know in the comment if you can hear me and see the screen loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear, just type yes. Is my audio okay? Is my audio okay to everyone? Is my audio clear and loud and clear to everyone? So just confirm in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let us continue. I was just confirming my technical thing. So why do we need Bitcoin? That is the most important thing that we must understand if we want to use Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a new form of currency that is not issued or not controlled by banks. So why do we need Bitcoin? Because we all come from different parts of the world. Maybe you come from different country and I am from different country, but we all share one common problem, and that common problem is inflation. Inflation means when the value of your money or my money, whichever currency you use, is decreasing day by day, every year, every month, and it is becoming less valuable. So when we do any work and we earn money, why do we work? Because we want to earn money, And when we earn money, we want to save it for our future also. So when we save our money in order to become financially secured, but that security is taken away from us due to this inflation, because the value of your money is decreasing day by day. So what is the use to save money and keep it in the form of the currency that is losing its value? Because if you now have $100, and if you keep it for the next rest of the year or few years, after a few years it will not buy the same goods, same product, same services that you can buy today. So that means the value of your savings is becoming less and less, so that is making you poor. So we don't want to get poor because of this inflation. So this inflation is the outcome of the banks printing endless money, endless currency. So the banks around the world have this permission that they can print as much money as they want to use it and issue it in the market. So, because the fiat currency that we all know, we are using fiat currency, is not backed by anything now. Previously, it was backed by gold or some securities, but now it is not backed by anything. So that makes it an easier for all the banks to print as much money as they want. And the banking systems are also controlling our money. They want to control our money. They want to control over our transaction, and they charge their fees to control it. So this is causing more and more of inflation, because there is no limit on this total supply of the currency that we use, the fiat currency. So when it is printed endless, so it is becoming lesser and lesser in value. So this is the cause of inflation. So one person in the year 2009, he came up with this idea that why not we use another form of money that is not controlled by any bank or any government, but we together, all the people around the world, they together control it using blockchain and peer-to-peer network, and that has a limited supply. That is not endless money. That has a limited supply. So that is backed by scarcity, not backed by any endless, limitless printing of money. So this is caused. This is the main cause that we need Bitcoin, because we need a currency that is scarce in quantity, scarce in supply. So that makes it free from inflation. It is not losing its value, but it is increasing in value. So if you save your money in form of Bitcoin today, it is going to increase in value, and it has been showing this growth from the last 14 years. We are going to learn in a few minutes how much it has grown. So this is a new form of a currency, or money that is permissionless, and permissionless banking, permissionless in transaction, and scarce in the total supply, and free from inflation. So these are the qualities of Bitcoin, that is why we need Bitcoin today. And when we talk about cryptocurrency, we also want to earn money from cryptocurrency, not just invest and keep it as a form of asset. We also want to earn money. So what are the different ways we can use to earn money from crypto? The first way that we all know is called mining. Mining is the process by which you generate new coins. If you generate new coins, that is the process called mining. When you solve complex mathematical puzzles over the internet, and after that you generate new coins, and in a reward for doing this process, you earn a mining reward, that is also called block reward. So we will see in the next few slides how much is the block reward. Second thing, people started they invested they started investing and buying Bitcoin and holding it for a longer period of time, as they realized that this is uh, an asset that has limited supply. So that means it is going to grow in value over the period of time, because more and more people want to buy. But supply is limited. So they started buying and holding it for a long term, just like you invest into real estate, you invest into gold, you invest into property, and hold it for a long period of time to to uh, to get the advantage of the growth. Another thing, people started, they were offered a staking reward if they staking interest, if they if they lock their assets over a certain period of time in the exchange itself, and they earn a staking reward that is just similar to what you do in your banks. You lock your money in for a fixed deposit for a fixed period of time, and you get a fixed interest. Same way you can also do this in your with your crypto assets inside your exchanges, and this is called staking. And the fourth and the most popular and the most profitable way to earn money from crypto is called trading, that we all do. Trading is called buying low and selling high. Anything you buy at the low price and you sell it at a higher price, you earn a trading profit. The same way people trade in stock market, people trade in forex market, people trade in commodities, and also we can trade in crypto market, because this is a volatile market, and we can take advantage of the fluctuations in the prices of Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency. So we can use different strategies to buy when the price is low and sell it for a higher price and earn a trading profit each day, every day, or even every hour. So this we do using automated crypto trading application, that is Royal Q, that trades for us inside our exchanges and gives us freedom to enjoy our life and keep on trading on an auto mode 24 by 7 using different strategies that we give. So another thing that we want to understand about this important event that is going to happen very soon is called Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin halving is an event that occurs after almost every 4 years in the history of Bitcoin, and this is the main cause behind the scarcity or the limited supply of Bitcoin, because this this is a process, an event when the reward for the mining of Bitcoin transaction is cut to half. So when you mine Bitcoin, you earn a mining reward, but it is already designed in such a way that the mining reward which you get now will be cut to half in another 4 years, and this repeats in every 4 years, and the mining reward is cut to half. You can see how much was the reward initially, and now what is the reward that you can earn today. So initially, in the first 4 years, the block reward or the mining reward for mining Bitcoin was 50 Bitcoin. That means when you mine Bitcoin and you earn a mining reward, you will get 50 Bitcoin. So that was the first era. People used to get 50 Bitcoin, but that continued for the next 4 years. And after the first halving, which occurred in the year 2012, this halving cut the reward for Bitcoin mining into half, and now the mining reward was reduced to 25 Bitcoin. Another halving happened in the year 2016, and after that, the reward was reduced to 12.5. That is half of what we got before. And the third and the last halving that we saw in the year 2020, that also cut the reward from 12.5 to 6.25 Bitcoin. So currently, this is the phase that we are talking now. And if you mine Bitcoin today, you will earn 6.25 Bitcoin as a mining reward. But uh, this is also going to be reduced to another half by the next halving, which is going to occur very soon in the year 2024. We are in the last quarter of 2023, and few months are remaining for 2024. And in the first quarter of 2024, you will see that the mining reward, which we now can enjoy a 6.25 Bitcoin reward, it will be again cut to half and will be reduced to 3.125. So this is going to continue over the years, over the next almost 100 years. And this reward is going to be again and again cut to half till the year when it is reduced to zero. You can see in the year almost 2132, it is going to be the end of Bitcoin halving. So after that, no more halving will be required because the mining reward will be reduced to zero. So this is the process that we limit the total supply of Bitcoin to 21 million Bitcoin. So this is the total supply of Bitcoin. And out, these are the next upcoming halvings that we are going to witness in the coming 4 years, in the coming few years. This is the 2024 halving, which is just few months away. And after that, in another 4 years, we will see the 2028 halving. Another 4 years, so you can see the mining reward is also cut to half after every halving in 2020, 2036 and 2040. This will be the mining reward. So these are the four halvings that are upcoming, and almost 92.5 or more than 93% almost of the all the Bitcoin that has been officially mined. That means even less than 7.5% of the remaining Bitcoin going to be mined in the next 100 or more than 100 years. So we are already on the edge of the completion of total supply. Almost 93% of all the 21 million Bitcoin has already been mined. So what is remaining will be mined in the next 100 years, and this is the most important chart that I want to explain to all of you in this session. This is called Bitcoin stock to flow chart. So let me make it full screen. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So let me zoom it for you, or you can zoom your screen also. So this is the Bitcoin stock to flow chart. That is the most important chart in the history of Bitcoin because it shows the journey of Bitcoin from the day it started till today. So this is the complete journey of Bitcoin from the day it started. It was launched on 3rd January 2009. This was the day that it was started. It was launched, and we are here now. You can see we are here now in 2023, almost approaching 2024. So these are the important lines that you see in between of this chart that are dividing this chart into four equal parts or four equal eras. So these are the different eras, and what is this line showing? This is indicating the halving event. So these are the halvings. This was the first halving, this was the second halving, this was the third, and we are very near to the fourth halving in the coming months. So why it is so important, of why this halving is so important? If you can see, Bitcoin has been showing ups and downs in every era. But if you connect all the dots together, first of all, you will see that it is a clear uptrend. Can you see? This is a clear uptrend. If you if you look at a bigger picture of this chart, from the day it started to where we are now today, it is a clear uptrend. It may be a bumpy road. It may have many ups and downs, but still it is an uptrend because we don't see that it is going back to where it started from. It is nowhere it is going back where it started. It is still showing ups and downs, but still, if you connect all the dots, it is a it is an uptrend, right? The first thing we know that whenever you start, the first message this chart gives you, whenever you start, maybe you have started here or here or here, or if you start today, still you will see that your value of your investment is going to surge high. It is not going down, it is still in an uptrend. So even if you are late in starting, you can still start because in the coming years you will see that this is going to be very high. Another thing that you see in this chart is what is the effect of these important lines in this chart. These are the halving lines, and as we see, the first In the first era, that was called a pioneers era, the prices slowly went up, slowly started going up, and it touched a highest point in this market. This was the highest point, and these are the prices. If you can see, this is $10 price, and it is slightly above. Maybe it was 15 or $20 at that time. So this was the first all-time high that Bitcoin created. This was the highest price, and as soon as it touched this price, it started to fall down. Because after bull market, we see a bear market, and after bear market, we will soon approach a bull market. But what is the importance of this halving event? This happened in the first year. This happened this happened in the first after the first era ended in 2012. We saw the first halving, and this took the price to a new bull run and touch a new all-time high. The previous all-time high was here, you can say around $15, and now it touched a new all-time high. This was around $1,000 per Bitcoin. $1,000 per Bitcoin. So again, Bitcoin prices started to go down, and again we saw the second halving, which happened just 4 years after this halving, which was in the year 2000. So this was the year when we saw the second halving. And as soon as this halving happened, we again saw that the prices which were going down soon started to go up, and we saw a bull run. And this took the price of Bitcoin to a new all time high. And this time it was around $12,000 per Bitcoin. Can you imagine? The Bitcoin, which was initially in the initial years, it was even less than $1. It was 0.01 $1 in the first few years, for the first few years, and now it was priced around $12,000 in this era. So this was the third era. As you can see, the pioneers era was changed into speculators era, and then we saw the third era, which is called the retail traders era. Retail traders era. Why it is called retail traders? Because in this era, many small shop owners and retailers in the market, they started accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment. You can go and do any shopping from their shop, and you can pay, instead of paying in the local currency, you can pay in form of Bitcoin also. So this era spread the awareness. This increased the awareness of Bitcoin, and this halving event, because people now started believing in this halving. People now started believing in this halving event, because they had already seen that Bitcoin always forms a new all-time high soon after, even within 1 year after this halving. So this was the time that people started accumulating Bitcoin. As you can see here, even before 1 year before the halving happened, people had already started accumulating Bitcoin, because they had now had experience of what has happened before. So this took the price after the halving, after the third halving, which was the last halving we saw in 2020. This took the price to a new height, and this time the new all-time high was $69,000. $69,000 was the new all-time high, and this was the highest price till today. So after this new all-time high, we saw a bear market, and it ended in the year 2022, or by in the starting of 2023. This bear market ended, and from this year, we have seen that Bitcoin is slowly, gradually surging up and nearing to the next halving. So if you observe closely, this is the halving event which is causing the price of Bitcoin from going down to surging up, because this is the process by which the total supply of Bitcoin is limited to 21 million Bitcoin. So people now understand this fact that this is a scarce form of asset. This does not has unlimited supply. So even if each and new people enter into the market, even if each year new people enter into the market and they all want to buy Bitcoin, at least one Bitcoin, it is not available for all the people to have one Bitcoin, because I believe that total global population, maybe it is 8 billion people around the world, or maybe more. The total world's population is around 8 billion in the population, but only 21 million Bitcoins are available. That you have to remember. Even if all the people in the world they want to have one Bitcoin, they cannot have, because this is a limited supply. So this people understood by this halving, which cut the mining reward to half and limit the total supply of Bitcoin. And this also, people saw that every time this halving happens, we see a new all-time high. And this time, every time the all-time high is higher than the all the previous all-time highs. Can you see this? This is forming a higher high every era. This is forming a higher high in every era. So if this continues, this is very simple to understand. If $10 was the first all-time high, if $1,000 was the second all-time high, if $12,000 was the third all-time high, and if $69,000 was the last all-time high, definitely it is clear to all of you that when this halving happens, when the next halving happen in the few months, this will took the Bitcoin to a new all-time high, somewhere around here. You cannot predict how high it can go, but most of the experts in the world, they say that this is going to be $1 million per Bitcoin. They all say it is going to be $1 million per Bitcoin, the next all-time high. And some people even believe it can go above $5 million per Bitcoin also. So whatever is the new all-time high, that is the time will tell us. Like, but one thing is for sure, it must be very high from $69,000. It must be very high from $69,000. And what is the current price of Bitcoin? Today, you can see it is between $34,000 to $35,000 per Bitcoin. It is around 34 or $35,000 per Bitcoin. Still, it has at least halfway to reach here when it will touch the previous all-time high. So this has already been started a pre-bull run, and the actual bull run you will see after the halving event, because every time this halving happens, you see the prices which were going down has to go up. Every time this happens, the prices are tend to go up. From going down, it is going to go up. So this will take the price again to a new bull run, and it is going to form a new all-time high. So this is the pattern, or this is the habit or the history of Bitcoin that we must understand. And the most important event event that is going to happen very soon. It is not far away. It is just few days, few hundred days, and this is going to repeat the history itself. The next Bitcoin halving is estimated to be somewhere around April to 2024, and this will again take the Bitcoin to a new all-time high. Even if even if you look at this at the lowest prices in each era, even if you don't if you observe the lowest prices in each era, still you can see it is forming a higher low, and a higher low in every era. A higher high is also accompanied by a higher low also. So this means the every in every era, when we see a bear market, when the market crashes, still it is not going below the previous lowest point, the previous lows. So we see that this is a clear uptrend, and whenever you want to start, will be the most important day of your life, because this is the most important action that you can take to change your future, to change your children's future. That is to accumulate Bitcoin before it starts a bull run. So what is the best time to accumulate Bitcoin? We all know that we want to become wealthy, and the only way you can become wealthy, the only way that one can become wealthy is to accumulate wealth. And the most important wealth today is Bitcoin, because it has shown the highest potential growth in the history of the world, because no other asset today has shown this much growth. From the day it started, it has shown more than 6 million% in growth. 6 million% in growth. Can you imagine? Can you even compare any other form of asset that you have in your world? You can compare it with the growth of gold. You can compare it with the growth of any company's shares. You can compare it with any property or real estate or land or commercial property that you have. No other asset in the world has given 6 million% growth in just 14 years. 14 years is a very short time. And what is going to happen in the coming years is even much, much, much surprising, that it will blow your mind what is going to happen now. So before I share that, let me take you to let me help you to understand this chart in a different way. In a different way, when we want to accumulate, we must know what is the perfect time to accumulate. What is the most perfect time to accumulate Bitcoin? The best time to accumulate Bitcoin, to buy Bitcoin and hold it for and wait it for the next bull run and the next all time high, is just 1 year before the halving. If this is the halving, the best time to buy Bitcoin or to accumulate Bitcoin is 1 year before, when the price is at the bottom. So we were given this opportunity not one time, but not two times, but three times before. 1 year before each halving, we were given this opportunity, but most of us, I believe most of us missed this opportunity three times before, when the price was at the lowest. But we are so lucky, so fortunate, that we are all almost at the verge of this opportunity again for the fourth time. And now we have this knowledge. We have this knowledge, and we have this wonderful tool with us, that is Royal Q, that will help us to accumulate Bitcoin when the price is at the bottom, and prepare ourselves for what is going to happen in the future, and take the maximum advantage of this life changing opportunity. So this time the bull run will be massive, because all the all the updates that are happening right now in the world are pointing toward one common fact, that this time the bull run will be massive. This is not going to be as we saw before. This is going to be massive. And why it is so important, let me take you to another important understanding before we see that what all the experts are saying. Let me give you one more important lesson of this Bitcoin 4 year cycle. So this is the 4 year cycle, 4 year cycle of Bitcoin, that is repeating itself every 4 years. You see, in every 4 years, we have 1 year of down market and 3 years of up market. After 1 year of down market, there are 3 years of up market. After 3 years of up market, there is 1 year of up market. So we recently saw this repeat itself in the year 2022. 2022 was the 1 year of down market. And what is going to be the next 3 years, from 2023 to 2025, is clear to all of us that this is going to be up market. So if you had a patience to wait for uh, the bull run to start for in the down market, you truly deserve to enjoy the benefits of up market. So this is a clear trend, a 4 year cycle of Bitcoin that is repeating itself in every era. In every era, this is repeating itself. When is the best time to buy Bitcoin? It is not when it is at the highest, but we all know the best time to buy Bitcoin when the price is at the lowest. When the price is at the lowest, that is the perfect time to buy Bitcoin. When the price is low, when the adoption is low, even major updates are happening, and just before each halving is going to happen. This is the best time, and today we can say that this is these all these four factors are in our favor. If you had invested $10,000 12 years ago, that we saw that what was the journey of Bitcoin in the last 14 years, still we can compare it with all the different companies, different major companies in the world, all the big companies that you know, that you could have invested 12 years, how much return you could have got, you could have earned from your $10,000 investment. So you can compare with Apple, or you can compare with Netflix, or even Nvidia, or even Tesla, which is the richest company right now. We can see that our $10,000 investment could have given us this much, or highest this much amount of return. $720,000 could be your the best return on investment in the last 12 years if you had invested $10,000. But for one time, you can also look how much your $10,000 could have given you if you had invested in Bitcoin. This is the amount, this is the return that you must have got. If you had invested $10,000 12 years ago in Bitcoin instead of all these companies, your $10,000 would have become $653 million by now. So this is why we are so serious, and this is why Bitcoin is the best performing asset of the decade. So still, we have a good news for you. We don't have to buy one full Bitcoin. You don't have to worry that I don't have 34 or $35,000 to buy one Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is divided into almost 100 million pieces. A single Bitcoin is divided into 100 million small pieces, and each small unit is called Satoshi. So even if you have little investment, little capital, you can still start investing into Bitcoin with as low as you want, because Bitcoin can be divided into 100 million pieces. And when you combine, you accumulate 100 million Satoshis, you get one Bitcoin. So Satoshi is the smallest unit of Bitcoin, and you can start accumulating Satoshis if you have little capital. And still we are so early, because major adoption is still to come, because still only 4.5%, less than 5% of the global population is invested into crypto. So can you believe, even less than 5% of the world population, they are invested into crypto? 95% of the population is still to enter, they are still to come. So you are still very early. It is an early stage. You don't have to worry so much, because a lot is going to come now. According to Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong, he says that crypto users will reach 2 to 3 billion in the next 10 years, because more and more people are now getting aware of what is Bitcoin, what is cryptocurrency, and how much it is important. According to Michael Saylor, he's the CEO of MicroStrategy, a big believer in Bitcoin and a big investor also. The Bitcoin industry will grow 100 times in the next decade with mainstream institutional adoption. He's he believes that mainstream institutional adoption will take this industry, will grow this industry to almost 100 times. What is this mainstream institutional adoption? Because previously we saw that only small organizations, small shop owners, small companies were interested or investing into Bitcoin, but now big players, big institutions are investing into Bitcoin, and biggest of them is BlackRock, which is the biggest asset management firm in the world. It is a multi-trillion dollar company, and BlackRock has already filed for Bitcoin ETF, and it is waiting for its ETF to get approved. So, following BlackRock, almost each and every big asset management firms, big investors are already, they have all filed for Bitcoin ETF, including Fidelity, including Invesco and Valkyrie, and latest you saw Franklin Templeton. They have also officially applied for Bitcoin spot ETF. What is ETF? If you don't know, ETF stands for Exchange Traded Funds. That means these trillion dollars companies are interested to invest their trillions of dollars into exchanges with Bitcoin spot exchange into Bitcoin spot exchange. So they want their funds to be traded over Bitcoin. So because they now realize the power of Bitcoin, this is going to be the largest global currency in the world. And now if you see that if only we add up these four big players, these four big these four big asset management firms, they have almost $27 trillion of turnover. If we add up all only these four big players, we get $27 trillion of turnover. And when we compare it to the total market cap of Bitcoin, it is still $580 billion. So what you can imagine, one important thing, that even if these big players, they decide to allocate only 4% of their total turnover into Bitcoin, they don't have to invest all of it. They just have to invest just 4% of their total turnover into Bitcoin, and they will end up buying each and every Bitcoin available on this earth. They are so big that they can they can buy each and every Bitcoin that is available right now. So a, this is a huge update that you can imagine, and you can prepare yourself that $27 trillion are coming to Bitcoin. Imagine this Bitcoin is just less than even $500,000. It is around $500,000 right now, not even $1 million. Sorry, it is not even $1 trillion. It is just $500,000,000. 580 billion is the total size of Bitcoin, the total market cap. And you can imagine when this 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 is the size of Bitcoin right now. If this is the size of Bitcoin, that is $580 billion. This is the size of Bitcoin right now. And you can imagine 27 trillion are going to be invested into this small industry. So what this has the power to blow this industry and take it to a new and much unimaginable new height. So this is so powerful that it can give you sleepless nights. It is so powerful that you can start now and you can be the happiest person on this earth, because it is just a matter of time. We are just waiting for these ETFs to get approved, and with each and every new update about this ETF, as we saw just 2 days before, we just saw that the BlackRock ETF is now officially listed on the Nasdaq exchange. So this was a small news that it was now listed. It was still not approved, but the price of Bitcoin from in just 2 or 3 days. It took the price of Bitcoin from $27,000 to $35,000. So if this news can take the Bitcoin to more than $7,000 of a price surge, what could happen when we see that uh, the ETF is approved and these big investors are started buying Bitcoin. They have started investing into Bitcoin, and $27 trillion is coming into Bitcoin. This is just a matter of time, and you just have to prepare yourself, because you won't get this opportunity again. I believe that you won't get this opportunity again in your lifetime, that you can still buy at a low price of 35 or $34,000, because this is going to be more than $100,000 very soon. So what big investors and big experts in the world, around the world, they believe that they believe, starting from the BlackRock CEO. Let's start what BlackRock CEO is predicting about cryptocurrencies. He says that cryptocurrencies will surpass traditional currencies worldwide. He believes that this is going to surpass all the currencies, and this will be the next global currency of the world. According to a statement by Fundstrat, Bitcoin could pass $200,000 as institutions like BlackRock move in. Can you imagine Bitcoin that is still available at $34,000 is going to be very soon $200,000 in a matter of time? According to a statement by Standard Chartered, it is the most prestigious bank in the world. The Standard Chartered Bank predicts that Bitcoin price by the next year, 2024, is going to be $120,000. They predicted that it is going to be touch $120,000. And according to different experts, like expert and Tapiero, he says that 10 trillion market cap is the next Bitcoin market cap. So Bitcoin can hit 10 trillion market cap very soon, which is not even half a trillion. According to major investor, we see Tim Draper, he predicts that Bitcoin prices will touch $250,000 by the year 2025. Just 1 year after it. So, what is the big, almost the most popular expert in financial world? He is the big author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. Everybody knows him. He's the famous Robert T. Kiyosaki, who wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he says that US dollar will die very soon, and because Bitcoin is going to take over, and Bitcoin is going to touch $120,000 next year. And he also predicts that by the year 2025, this is going to be $500,000. So you can, if you don't have much knowledge, you can still follow what big experts around the world are saying. And whoever you believe is saying that Bitcoin is going to be very, very high. According to Blockstream CEO Adam Black, Bitcoin might reach $10 million in 9 years. And she's the most famous Kathy Woods, CEO of Ark Woods, and she also has filed for Bitcoin ETF. And today itself, it has the Ark. I just read the news that her ETF, that is Ark Wood ETF, is also listed. Just now, it has been listed to the Nasdaq exchange. So this is another big update, and she believes that Bitcoin price targets by the year 2030 can be $1.4 million per Bitcoin. And even if the market falls, she believes that bearish case cannot go below $258,000. So this is a fun fact. If you believe all these big experts who believe in the power of Bitcoin, we we see that Bitcoin is growing faster, much faster than every bank and every financial company in the world. So if you want to invest anywhere, this is the best investment, and this can give you the highest return. You all saw what can happen and what has been happening before and after every halving. What is what is the most important thing right now for all of us is take advantage of this wonderful event. We are so blessed, we are so lucky. If you started today, if you just started in Bitcoin, if you just started in crypto, you are at the right time, at the right place, in the right platform, because you now have this knowledge, and now you have the power of royal q that can help you to do what is most important for your future and your children's future. And that important thing is to accumulate as much as you can, because everything, every penny that you invest into Bitcoin will give you, has the power to give you the highest return ever. So this, you don't have to wait for another 10 years or 12 years. This is going to happen very soon. And already we have been experiencing the signs of pre-bull run as in the last week itself. So now what is most important? I hope you all have understood why it is so important to accumulate Bitcoin when it is at the lowest price, and prepare ourselves for the next halving happening, which is going to happen in just few days, in few months, almost less than 200 days from now. And how you can accumulate, that is the next part of today's session. What is the best way, the best strategy that we can use to accumulate Bitcoin? So there are two kinds of people. There are two kinds of people who can take two different strategies. One person wants to buy Bitcoin today and just hold it in their exchange and wait for the next all-time high. So both the strategies are good, but we have another strategy. You don't have to invest a large capital into Bitcoin and wait for the next Bitcoin halving. You can start accumulating with a small capital and use your that capital to multiply itself and even compound it to an to a huge capital before the next all time high. So what is that strategy that Royal Q provides you, and that can help you to multiply and compound your Bitcoin starting from a small capital that we now are going to learn. So I hope you got this understanding and you now have a clear understanding how this is, why it is so important. Why it is so important. So how many of you are excited to how many of you are excited to learn how we can start with a small capital and turn that small capital into a huge capital by the power of multiplication and compounding? That you can do on fully auto mode. On a fully auto mode, you don't have to sit all day or all night. You can just start that strategy in your royal queue, and it will keep on multiplying your small capital and turn it into a huge capital. How many of you are excited to learn now? Just let me know in the chat. If you are excited, type excited, and I will take you to the next part of today's session. Let me see your excitement. How much excited are you? How much excited are you? Let me see your excitement. Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Just give me 1 second. Keep on sharing your excitement. Give me 1 second. Wow, excited, excited, excited. How much? I'm even more excited than you. When I see your excitement, I become more excited than you. So let us start the next part of today's session that is very important. And if you haven't taken out your notebooks or notepads, it is a time to start taking notes now, because I'm going to share very, very wonderful strategies now that you can use in your Royal Queue. So I believe you have started taking notes. So let me take you to Royal Queue and give you all the different strategies that we can use. So Royal Cube, it's a wonderful platform that gives you a very, very easy way to trade in crypto market. Not even to trade and earn profits, but it also helps you to accumulate crypto also. So if you want to trade and earn profit every day, to to withdraw it to withdraw your profits and pay your rent, pay for your monthly expenses or groceries, what you can do, you can trade in USDT market that we all do using any of these coins. These trading pairs are available, almost 90 of them. And out of these, we send you signals, super powerful signals every day that you can take help to trade on these signals and earn 3% average profit every day on every trade. So this we are already doing. I believe this we are already doing. We are trading in USDT market, and this market helps us to do what? It also helps us to accumulate USDT. It helps us to accumulate USDT. But we all know USDT is a stable coin. That is not a very uh, good coin or currency to accumulate for your future, because it is going to be stable in its value. This can be used to earn profit and make a living for your monthly expenses. But if you want to accumulate BTC, you don't have to go to USDT market. What you can do, you can open a trade in BTC market, and this will help you to accumulate BTC. Just like you are accumulating USDT, you can also accumulate BTC when you go to BTC market. Let me take you to BTC market now, and let me show you how it looks. This is the BTC market, and now if you see the difference, all the USDT are now changed to BTC. You can see you don't require any USDT now. The capital that you require will also be in form of BTC. So if you have a BTC as a capital, you can go and open any of these trades. And how this will help you to accumulate BTC, just like you are trading in USDT market, you are making more and more of USDT. Same way, you can open any of these trades. Suppose you want to trade XRP with BTC. So what you can do, you can start your trade with any amount of BTC that you have, small or big, and trade with XRP. So how RoyalQ will trade this and help you to accumulate more BTC? It will go and buy XRP for you at the current price. It will go and use your BTC. It will use your BTC to buy XRP for you, right? But when price of XRP, either it can go down or it can go up. When it goes down, it will keep on buying and converting all your BTC into XRP. So this is what it will do when the market goes down. But what goes down has to go up. When price of XRP goes up, it will reach up stage of profit. When it touches and the profit trigger price, it will sell all the XRP and give you back your BTC. It will sell XRP and give you back your BTC, but it will not give you the same amount of BTC, because you will also earn some profit. You will also earn some profit, because we trade for profit. So that profit is going to be in form of BTC only. This is the very exciting thing about this Bitcoin market, that you earn a profit in form of not USDT. It will be in form of BTC. So that means your capital will be increasing in its value with every time you make a profit. Every time robot closes a sale and gives you profit, that will increase your capital to a new level and you will earn more and more of BTC. So this way you can accumulate more and more of BTC by just trading in any of these pairs, and the capital you start will be in Bitcoin, and the profit that you earn will also be in form of Bitcoin only. So this is the most important thing that you must understand about this Bitcoin market. And when you want to start any trade, let me take you to any one of these. So let us start with LTC. You can look, this is the LTC and BTC trade chart. And when you want to create, just click on create and go to Martingale strategy bot and click on next. And here we have the LTC BTC page. And where we want to go now, we want to start the trade settings. So we will click on trade settings and reach here. And this is the manually create page. Okay. So I hope you all understand how to reach here. This is the trade settings. This is the trade setting when we start our trade in manually create. And where here we have almost similar all the figures that we saw that we see in USDT market also. But one thing is different that you look closely. This is the first buy in amount is now not in USDT. It is not 15 USDT or 12 USDT. It is 0.0002 BTC. So this is the first buy in amount. This is the this is the minimum capital of first buy that you require to start a trade in BTC market. And you will be happy to know this is just around 4 USDT in value. This is just around 4 USDT in value. So you don't have to start with 15 or more bit USDT. You just need 4 USDT and this is your first buy in amount. I hope you understood this. So this is the first thing you need to apply here. This cannot go below. This is the minimum. You can increase it, but don't try to go below this. Now, this is the default settings. I'm not giving you any particular settings in this page. This is the default setting that you see whenever you open any trade on BTC market. You will see that the margin call limit is recommended to be 7. So this is suggested by Royal Q that the minimum call limit, the margin calls you can take is 7 here. This is recommended by Royal Q and don't go below 7. The whole position take profit can be as low as 1.3% and the callback can be 0.3 or you can reduce it. When we go lower, we see that the buy-in callback is also the 0.5 and sub position is 0.3. Everything is same. You don't have to change anything. First thing you must listen, first you must understand this is not, you don't need to change anything. Keep it as it is. The first buy remains 0.0002 and all the figures are good here. The last thing you see here is strategy period and we trade on cycle mode. We don't trade on one shot mode here because this is a long term trade. Remember, this is for a long time. This is not for signal. This is not for 1 day or 1 week or 1 month. This is going to continue for full 1 year at least till we want to stop it when we see that Bitcoin has touched a new all time high. So trade on cycle mode because you don't want to come again and start it again and again. It will keep on buying and selling non-stop for a long period of time. So where you decide your capital and strategy, that let's go to margin configuration from here. This is the next page where you can define your strategies. So this is where you design your strategy and we see that there are two sides of the page. These are the two sides of the page. And on the left side, we see margin call drop that shows us how much drop you want to cover in the market. The drop. This is where you manage your risk. And the right side of the page is where you give the multiple buy-in ratio, how much capital you want to invest in each margin call. So this is your capital management. This is your capital where you allocate your capital, and this is the drop you want to cover. So when you come for the very first time on this page, you will see some different figures on the left side. You see maybe 3.5 here, or 4 here, or 4 here, or 5 here. So you will see did these figures when you come to this page, and you don't have to change anything. You don't have to change anything. If you want, you can keep it as it is. This is advised by Royal Q itself. Royal Q advises you to take at least 48% of market drop. How you get 48%? If you add all these percentages together, you get a total of 48%. What I have done, I have minimized it to 30%. What you can do is you go and take anywhere between 30 to 50%. That is my advice. Don't go below 30%. Don't don't risk your capital by taking a drop, margin call drop less than 30%. If you are opening minimum 7 margin calls, you must cover minimum 30% or more. So your target can be 30% to 50%, anywhere in between that you want to cover. You have to decide yourself what is your risk management. So what I have done, I have taken 30% margin call drop. If you can see here, in the first two, I have given 1%. In the first two, I have given 1% drop. In the third and fourth call, I have given 2%. So this makes a 6% drop till here. And after that, in the fifth, sixth, and seventh, I have given another 24%. And combined, if you add up both, we get 30% market drop. So these are the 30% market drop which I have covered. You have, it is up to you. You want to cover 30 to 40 or 50%. You can decide yourself. What is most important is how much you buy, and in how much quantity you have. You can allocate your capital in each margin call. So when you open the first margin call, you can decide how much capital you want to use in each margin call. So we have three different strategies here that you can choose one for yourself depending on your capital. So everything depends on your capital, because each strategy gives you a capital requirement of a certain amount. So we have three different strategies. The first and the best strategy, the number one strategy that we all use, is called double up strategy. Double up. What is double up? When you double of what you bought before. So every time you are buying double of what you bought before. This is the most important and the most advisable strategies in the world, because it helps you to take the maximum advantage of what we call dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging means when you take your average price lower and lower and nearer to your current price. So how you minimize your floating loss is by using dollar cost averaging method, and this is best applicable when you use the double up strategy. How double up works? This is how you see here in the multiple buy-in ratio, and you don't have to change anything, because Royal Q itself gives you this double up strategy. It gives you this double up strategy in the default settings. So you see here, this is written by Royal Q itself, that you can double every time. Every next time you bought, you buy double of what you bought before. So if you buy two times in the first margin call, second call should be four times, and next should be eight times, then 16, then 32, and so on. So this is how you design your double up strategy. If you have sufficient capital, you don't need to change anything. What you can do, just add up all these times, and we will get a total capital requirement. Let us now go to our calculator. Let us now go to calculator and add up the 7 margin calls here. 2 plus 4, keep on doubling. 4 into 2 is 8, double of 8 is 16, double of 16 is 32, and then 64 and 128. Are these the 7 margin calls? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. The 7 margin calls total is 255. 254 times. This is not capital. This is times of what you are going to buy. But this is not the absolute total. Don't forget to add 1 in the last. Why we add 1 in the last? Because this was the first buy. Before we bought the first margin call, robot has already started the trade with 1 time of your first buy. So actually you will require 255 times. This is not capital. This is times of what? Times of your first buy. What was the first buy? If anyone remembers, first buy was 0.0002 BTC. Because we are trading in BTC market, our capital will be in BTC. So this is the total capital required in form of BTC. This is the BTC capital, 0.051 BTC. Okay, you can note it down. And what is the value? It depends on what is the current price right now. So if we assume that current price is now $34,000, maybe it is more than 34 or near to 35. Let's take a round figure. If we have $34,000 as the price, current price of BTC, and we want to buy this quantity of BTC, we will require this much USDT. How much? 1,734 USDT is your total capital required. So if you have $1,700, you can go and buy this amount of BTC at whatever the current price is. Say it is $34,000, then you can start this strategy with $1,700. Is it clear to all of you? Is it clear to all of you? Let me know in the chat. Is it clear to all of you? Or any confusion? Is it clear how we got to this figure? $1,734. Is it clear? Yes, I hope this is clear to all of you. So this is how we design the double up strategy using 7 margin calls and doubling of every time we are buying. This is the best strategy. This is the best because we are taking the best advantage of dollar cost averaging method, which works best in double up strategy. Fine, very good. So now we have a clear strategy now, and we know that we require 1,700 USDT to start this double up strategy, right? Some people are happy with this, but some people may say that I have little capital. Say someone says I have less than $1,000. I have less than $1,000. Can I start this double up? No, you cannot use the double up strategy. You have to change your strategy and choose a different one. If you have less than $1,000, what you can do, you can go for the second best strategy. That is, second best strategy is called Fibonacci strategy. What is Fibonacci? Fibonacci means uh, a very tricky kind of strategy. This is Fibonacci. Let me give you a Fibonacci strategy. Let me search for another coin where I have saved the Fibonacci strategy. Let me go back and open anything else. I think link. We have link. Let me search for where I have saved the Fibonacci strategy. This is yes, this is our Fibonacci strategy. Okay. How do we start? First thing you need to do is change your margin call limit and add one more here. From 7, you can increase it to 8 margin calls. Okay. The first thing you need to do is change the margin calls to 8, and then we will go and look for our margin configuration. So these are our 8 margin calls. So when you are using 8 margin calls, your 30% drop can be increased to at least 40% or more. This side, because we added one more margin call here. Can you see? So this is Another advantage, you can increase your call drop, the market drop. And the best way is to design your Fibonacci strategy by this. You can see these are the changes that we made in the multiple buying ratio. How we got 2, 3, 5, 8, and 13? It is very simple. Start with 2, then go for 3. The second call should be 3 times. Now what you can do, add up 2 plus 3 and put a 5 here. Can you see here? Add up 2 plus 3 and put a 5 here. Then add 3 plus 5. This is the total. This is the trick for Fibonacci strategy. You are adding up the last two margin calls. You are adding up the last two margin calls. First two margin calls, you add up 2 plus 3 and write a 5 here. Then what you do, the last two margin calls, 3 plus 5, 3 plus 5 and write a 8 here. Okay, 3 plus 5, it is 8. What will be the fifth margin call? 5 plus 8, that will be 13. What will be the sixth margin call? It will be 8 plus 13 and it is 21 and so on. I hope you understood. The total of last two times what you bought in the last two margin calls will be your next margin call. So let us go back to calculator and add up these 8 margin calls now. Add up these 8 margin calls. Okay, so I will start with 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 3, the last total of last two. 5 plus 3 is what? 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. What is 13 plus 8? That is 21. What is 21 plus 13? 21 plus 13, that is 34. What is 34 plus 21? That is 55. And do we have 8 margin calls here? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, we have 8 margin calls and the total comes to 141. 141, but don't forget to add 1 in the last bit. That was the first buy. So you get a total of 142 times you are buying of what? Of your first buy. That was 0.0002. So you get a capital of 0.0284. This is less than what we bought before. This is less than what we bought in the double up strategy. So this will allow you to trade with a smaller capital. Let's calculate what is the value of this amount, this quantity of BTC in today's price. Today's price, say we assume that it is $34,000. So you require just around $1,000 or less than $1,000. Almost $965 is required. Okay. So this is a second option for you. For those people who have less than $1,000, you can choose Fibonacci strategy. And if you have around $1,700, you can choose the double up strategy. So I have given two different options for two different people for according to your capital. Someone may still be unhappy. Someone may say that I have even less than $900 or I have around $500 or around $500 to $600. What can I do? If you have less than $900, you can choose the third best strategy, the third strategy that we call plus one. Plus one. How it works? Let me now go to some other coin and search for another coin in BTC market where I have saved the plus one strategy. Plus one. Let me check if this is the one. No, this is not. Go back. Which is the plus one, plus one, plus one, plus one. I think this is the one. Plus one. Let's check. Yes, this is the one. So how plus one works? You can now increase your margin call limit to 10. Okay, you see here, we have now increased margin calls limit to 10 margin calls. In double up, we were using 7 margin call. In Fibonacci, we added one more and we choose 8 margin call. Now in the plus one, we choose 10 margin calls now. Okay. So first thing you need to change is limit, margin call limit to 10. And here we have the 10 margin calls. You can see these are the 10 margin call. First thing you need to do is change these percentages, because you don't want to take more than 40 or 50% market drop. You can now reduce these percentages and adjust your strategy, the margin call drop, according to your risk appetite. So what I have done, I have taken 0.2 and 0.3 and 0.5 and 0.5 in the first four margin call. I have taken just 1.5% drop. 1.5% drop in the first four. Then I have taken fifth call as 3.5. So that makes it, in five margin calls, I have taken just 5% drop. In the first five margin calls, what I have done, I have taken 5% margin call. Can you see here? Can you see there 5 margin calls? The drops, the total drop is 0.2 plus 0.3, that is 0.5, another 0.5, another 0.5. So that makes 1.5 and then 3.5. So total comes to 5% market drop. And after that, I have changed to 5% again. So 5 plus 5 is 10, 10%, then another 10, that is 20, then 30, then 40, and then 50. So total drop is 50% here. You see, I've increased the total margin call drop to 50% because now I have 10 margin calls. And how the plus one works? Plus one is very simple. As the name says, you just have to plus one every time. So when you start with 2 times, plus 1 is 3, then plus 1, that is 4, and 5, and 6, and so on. It is very simple. So let us go back and calculate the 10 margin calls now, starting from 2 plus 1, and add one more, 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9, 9 plus 10, 10, and in the last, that is 11. So these are the 10 margin calls and the total comes to 65. Don't forget 1 in the last. So that is 66 times of my first byte, which is 0.0002 BTC. So this is my capital, 0.0132 BTC. If I want to calculate how much USDT is required, multiply it with the current price, say it is $34,000. So it gives me an opportunity to start this strategy with less than $500. That is almost $450. I hope you have a clear understanding. This is your capital. This is not your capital. This is just the value of this BTC. So this is your actual capital, and if this is the current price, which can be variable, this is the capital required in USDT. So if you have these options, what different options I gave you? I gave you three different options. Let me let me recap it for you. I gave you plus one strategy that we use or only $450. We can start 10 margin calls with $450. But if you have around 950, I can say 950 USDT, what you can choose is better strategy that is called Fibonacci. Don't choose this one if you have around $1,000. Choose this plus one strategy only if you have less than $500, because this is the weakest of all these three. Among all these three, this is the weakest. This is stronger than plus one strategy. Fibonacci is stronger than plus one strategy, but it requires around $1,000. 900 or $950 it requires. But if you have more than $1,000, say you have around $1,700, you can choose the best strategy that is still the best, that is double up strategy. So these are the three different options. It is up to you which one you want to choose. I can only suggest you that no option is bad here. This is also good. This is also good. Plus one is also good, but this is better. This is better than plus one. If this is better than plus one, this is the best that you don't want to miss. The best strategy is still the double up strategy. So only decide according to your capital. What is your capital? Whatever is your capital, wherever it fits, use that strategy. Don't compromise on your on your strategy. If you have large capital, don't compromise. Don't do this mistake. If you have $2,000, suppose someone says I have $2,000 to invest, why not, instead of choosing double up strategy, why not I choose plus one strategy and open four margin, open four coins, four different trades, each with $500. You can you can open because it is your capital and your royal queue, but the strategy, the effect of this strategy or the result of this strategy will be not as good as you can see in double up or Fibonacci strategy. So better the strategy, better will be the result. The uh, more more capital you have, the better strategy you can choose. If you choose a better strategy, you will get best results. And best results means minimum floating loss and maximum profit. And even you will get more profits very frequently as compared to the another person who's trading with a weaker strategy. So these are the three different options. I hope you got an understanding here. After you have given your strategy, just confirm and save these settings, save these settings. As you all know, just save it. And before you want to start this trade, by hitting the start button, don't forget the last step. This is the last step, very important. Come here, come here, come here on strategy mode and change it to sub-bin mode in the middle one. Why we choose here? Because normally when you come here, it will be shown like this in the whole warehouse mode. When you come for the first time, you will see whole warehouse mode. This is the default settings. But what we do in USDT market, we change it to sub-bin real-time settlement. Why do we choose this one? Because this gives us our profit inside our wallet, inside our exchange. So if you want to earn profit and withdraw it and use it for you, you can choose sub-bin real-time settlement as we do in USDT strategy. But we are now trading in for a different purpose. We are trading in BTC market, and we want not only to earn our profit, but we also want to compound our profit, compound our capital. How do we compound our capital? When we keep on reinvesting our profit back to our capital. In this way, you are compounding your capital, but you are adding up your profit inside your capital to get a bigger capital, to increase your capital. So this is the power of compounding, which you can use in this strategy that is called sub-bin mode. So choose this one, because what this will do, this will keep on adding up your profit back to your capital. Your profit will be this is a clear understanding for all of you. This is how we trade in BTC market. And when you continue to trade on this any one or two coins, whichever you want, and you continue to trade for at least next 1 year, when you can expect that Bitcoin has gone up to a new all-time high, then what you can do, change the strategy, change here. Let me show it to you again. When you see that this has BTC has now touched a new all-time high, this is the time that you close this cycle mode and change it to one shot. Change it to one shot. So if you remember, gave we uh, we choose this one. We choose this one when we did the trade settings. We keep it on cycle mode. So when you want to sell your BTC, that obviously will be at the time when BTC touches a new all-time high. Just come here and click it on one shot. This will allow the robot to keep on trading, keep on continue the trade, but it will not buy again once it has sold all the XRP or the coin for you. So keep then change it to one shot, and this will close the trade in a profit, and then you are out of the trade and your capital is back with you in form of BTC. So this is how you compound and multiply your small capital into a huge capital when you trade for a long term in a BTC market. And this is how we do in BTC accumulation. This is how we do BTC accumulation. So I hope you have now understood everything. And this is the end of today's session. And I will give you some time if you have some questions to ask. Let me read your questions. If you have anything to ask, you can write your write your questions in the chat. If you have any question you want to ask, you can write your questions in the chat, and I'm here to answer for another few minutes. Then we can close the session. Okay, so let me start with reading your questions and answering them. The first question I read here is clear. It is clear, but sorry, this is moving. How to get BTC when you have USDT in your wallet? It is simple. Go to your exchange and you can either buy BTC when you go to trades. That is how you trade in your exchange. Suppose you have Binance exchange. Go to the trade option and go to buy and buy BTC with your USDT. Whatever USDT you want to invest, just buy at the current price, at the market price. Or another way I can suggest you is go to convert option, and convert your USDT into BTC. That is simple. So just go and buy whatever is the current price right now. You can buy and convert your USDT into BTC. This will give you the capital in form of BTC. Then you can start your trade. Okay, next question is, which signal chosen can we trade? Which signal chosen can we trade to accumulate BTC, and how to about gas fees? So, sir, we don't send any signals in BTC market because we send usually in USDT market. So you can choose any of these six coins you see here. Any of these six coins are all are the good trading pairs. You can choose any one of them, and you can start your trade. It doesn't matters. It doesn't matters which coin is performing good today, because we are not trading for 1 day or 1 week. We are trading for at least 1 year. So there is no need for any signal. Okay. So second thing you ask is, what about gas fees? Gas fees will be charged in from your same bit Royal Q wallet only, and it will be charged in form of USDT only, because Royal Q cannot withdraw from your exchange. It can only charge it from your USDT balance in your Royal Q wallet. So you will make your profit in form of BTC, but you will give the fees in form of USDT. That is one more advantage. But it will charge you the same amount, whichever whatever it calculates according to your BTC, your profit in BTC. Okay. When you are trading with USDT, is it allowed to trade also BTC with the same? Yeah, this is the common question everyone asks every time. You cannot trade with the BTC coin in two different markets. In fact, you cannot trade any coin in two or three different markets, because you can trade only in one market with one coin. Suppose you are trading XRP oblique BTC in BTC market, so you cannot open any trade in BTC or XRP in USDT market also, or Ethereum market also. So if you are trading on any coin, you cannot trade on BTC coin in USDT market if you are trading in BTC market with BTC capital. I hope this is clear. How can I convert USDT to BTC? That is very simple. Go to your exchange. I've already answered that. You can either use the trade option, or you can also use the convert option. Can you share the slides? I don't think I can share it here. Or if you have me my number in the WhatsApp group, you can ask me there. Uh, Probably there we can share it. How we are going to receive this recordings? Yes, this is streaming live in the YouTube in Crypto Ambassadors channel. You can go and watch this recording again and again as much as you want. This will be uploaded in the live section in Crypto Ambassadors YouTube channel. You can go and subscribe YouTube on YouTube, Crypto Ambassadors. Okay, I did not get you on the third strategy after the Fibonacci. It is very simple. It is plus one strategy. Plus one means you are buying one more time every time. So if you start with two times in the first call, the second call will be three times, the third call will be four times, and so on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? That is very simple. It is nothing new. Just you are adding one more times in the each next margin call. Is it better to stop trading USDT now and use the capital to trade? No, this is not better. This is not an alternative. This is an additional trade you can trade in BTC market. But the profit that you earn in USDT market is much higher than what you can earn in this market, because USDT market is a very aggressive market. So this is not a alternative. You don't have to switch the markets. Keep on trading in USDT market. This is another option. If you have a surplus capital, say you are trading with $2,000 and you want to use $1,000 for USDT market and 1,000 for the BTC market, then you can allocate your capital between the two markets. This is an additional form of investment. That is a long-term strategy. You won't earn everyday profits. It is low market. It is not as aggressive as USDT, but in the long term, you can accumulate BTC using this strategy. This is only for those people who have patience and they can wait for long term. They don't want to withdraw their profit frequently. But if you want to earn a very good profit, you must continue in USDT market. If you have limited capital, don't go and come in this market, because minimum capital you can start with is I just showed you, it is around $500. So if you have extra $500 apart from what you are trading in USDT market, then you can open another trade in this market. How can I get this lesson by any personal review on YouTube? Yes, it is. It is there on YouTube channel. Let me show you in case I can show you. So let us go to YouTube. I hope you can see my screen, and you can go to YouTube. It is streaming live here. Let me now search for Crypto Ambassador. Let me search for Crypto Ambassador. Where is my screen gone? I think screen is not stop sharing. Okay. Let me share it again. And when you go to when you go to YouTube, search for Crypto Ambassador. This is the Crypto Ambassador channel, Crypto Ambassador, and open this channel. And first of all, subscribe this channel to get all the latest latest videos. And you can see this is streaming live right now in front of you, where you will find after this meeting is over, you can go and you can search for the live section here, live section, and this is what we are streaming live. Okay, this is the live. It will remain here, and even you can find previous sessions also. All the live trainings that we do are all available here. All the previous trainings are all available here. You can subscribe this channel. This is very important, and you can see my previous that I did on 27th of previous month. This is also available here. Okay, so you can watch it, and even you can share it with all your friends, all your prospects, that this is what we learn in Crypto Ambassadors. Amazing strategies and amazing education that is provided in the Crypto Ambassador channel. So this is what you can do and share with your prospects also. Even all the team members that you won't don't find today in today's session, you can send them this recording and ask them to at least watch this completely, so they also get this understanding. Okay. So can we trade BTC in USDT market? No, you cannot trade BTC in USDT market if you are trading in BTC market also. First, if you are trading in USDT market, if you are trading on BTC with USDT, you first have to stop that trade, stop it, make it pause, and then open a trade in BTC market. So you cannot trade in both markets. If you want to trade in both markets, you need two different Royal Q accounts. That is the only option you can choose. Okay. So any more questions that you want to ask, or we can close the session if you want. If you don't have any questions, so then we can close the session. As already, uh, it's already 2 hours. I think I don't see any more questions. So let us close the session now. And thank you, all of you, for your time and your understanding. I hope I have given some value to you, and you have a clear understanding why we should take action now and start accumulating BTC using this wonderful strategies and that are available in Royal Q. So this is fully auto mode strategy. You don't have to sit all day or night and trade in the market. Just set up your strategy depending on your capital, start it and keep it running on for a long period of time. Keep it accumulating. This will not give you instant results, but this will keep on accumulating and compounding your capital to a huge capital. The longer you trade, the more your capital will be. And the last thing you want to do is stop this strategy when you see that Bitcoin has formed a new all time high. So don't stop this trade till you see Bitcoin is more than $69,000. That was the previous all time high. And whenever you want to stop, just make it one shot, keep the trade going. It will automatically give you profit and give you back your BTC. So this is all for today. I hope you had a wonderful time and a wonderful learning. See you next week and in the next session also. Thank you, all of you, and have a wonderful day and happy trading to all of you. Thank you so much. So much, all of you. Thank you so much, all of you.